Alright, what's going on, everybody? Back with another video. Once again, hope everybody is doing well. I thank our Heavenly Father for another day. I hope everybody's day is going well. Um, you know, um, yeah. I know how you've been wondering why I wasn't on, probably not been on camera a lot. I know some of y'all been following some, but it was just because college and work related stuff, trying to get this stuff done. So, yeah. I'm gonna title this, man, Message to the Bullied, the Mistreated, and the Hated. Yeah. Message to the bullied, the mistreated, and the hated, man. You know, as you know, you got a lot of crazy, messed up people in this world. And I'm gonna dive right into this. You know, you got a lot of messed up people in this world, and their life is miserable. Some of them, a lot of them got issues, they got problems in their life. So they see fit to take, instead of fixing their problem the right way, going to get some help, a lot of them see fit to just take it out on people who don't deserve it, man. And this is the people that's going through this stuff. That might be going through bullying. People might be hating on you, mistreating you right now. I've come to tell you to keep your head up. Don't lose no sleep over haters or bullies. Don't lose no sleep over people, man. What you need to understand is the people that's picking on you, they're trying to be all tough and stuff like their life is all perfect and stuff like this. Or let me say like this, the people that's picking on you that you think ain't got no issues, 9 times out of 10, your average bully got problems in their life, man. But they mask it by toughness and they're trying to act tough around their friends and trying to act a certain way. A lot of times, people go home to some messed up situations. Now, I don't know how you grew up. You don't know how I grew up, but a lot of that stuff is shielded. A lot of people had some messed up childhoods. I don't know what you went through, but a lot of people got issues in their life, man. A lot of people have been bullied, and now they done turned into the very thing they despise. They done turned into the very thing they hated, and it's just a never ending cycle, man. You know, and I tell you, yeah, 9 times 10, man, people got issues going on, and people, especially people who hate to see you happy, they hate to see you full of joy. They hate to see you in peace, um, just doing good for yourself. They just don't like it. And they try to find ways to mess up your day. Yeah. Any way they can, they'll try to find a way to mess up your day. And these are the type of people that, I mean, you got people that never get checked. And they become adult bullies. You know, you got adult bullies. I mean, in the workforce. Bullying don't stop in high school. It continue in college. It go on, and even in the workforce. Even in the adult life, people just become adult bullies, you know, because they never got checked. You know, they never got checked on it. They just continue, man. And a lot of these people never wake up until it happens to their kid, or that's when a lot of people wake up when it happens to somebody they love. See, that's why you got whenever if you're thinking about hurting somebody, you thinking about doing something to somebody you ain't got no business doing. You really need to stop and think about what you need to stop and you really need to stop and think about what if it happened to somebody you love? Or what if somebody you love or your little brother or your little sister got picked on? How would you feel? Or or if your sister got mistreated, you know, or what I mean? For a lot of people, they don't wake up until it happens to them, man. A lot of people don't wake up until it happens to them, and um, but to the people that's being messed with, man, I'm just saying, you need to learn how to grow backbone, man, because that's the only way you're gonna get people off of you. Now, some people, some bullies, all they understand is fighting. Some of them, you probably not. It's going to go. Some it might not go to that extreme. Some it may not. you know, there's different type of bullies. There's the ones that will see you stand up for yourself and they'll leave you alone. Because and then there's some that got that reputation. Probably one of them popular bullies. They got a reputation, and that reputation gets crushed the minute you stand up for yourself. So they keep coming after you, but you need to learn. All I can give advice I can say, you need to learn to grow a backbone, and for yourself, man. You need to become more confident. You need to become more assertive. You need to be more direct. That's all. That's all assertive. All assertive. All assertiveness. All assertiveness is being firm and direct. And I haven't gotten all that way yet, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to get being firm, being direct. Assertive people don't care what people think of them. Confident people don't care what people think of them. Confident people, assertive people understand it's okay to say no sometimes. Assertive people understand it's okay to express how you feel. Assertive people understand that you're not going to do me any kind of way. You know, assertiveness is just being firm and direct. Until you learn that, man. If people see you being messed with and stuff like that, they're gonna continue. It's gonna continue to happen, man. But I was picked on in school. I was made fun of growing up. People would take advantage of me because they saw my niceness and my kindness. I really didn't have a backbone. I'm learning. I'm still getting there. I'm teaching you something. I'm still trying to get at, man. But this is what I'm telling you. I'm from experience of what I went through in school. I'm trying to help somebody, where I may have failed at, you can turn it around, But yeah, people would take advantage because they thought I didn't have all this hair on my head. I was clean cut. I had glasses, but I was what you call nerdy looking. I didn't perceive myself to be a nerd, but people perceive me to be a nerd because of the way I look. So they automatically assumed I had all the answers. So they try to use me for the answers. But yeah, man. It's just that sometimes I stood up for myself. Sometimes, like I said, I didn't have that real confidence yet, and you have got to grow backbone for yourself, man. You got to stand up for yourself. Don't let people pick on you. Don't let people push you around. Stand up for yourself. Have assertiveness. Assertiveness is being firm, direct. What you want, telling them, I won't stop it. I want this to stop. Or something. This is gonna lead to, a lot of times it does go to the extreme. Sometimes you might have to have a showdown. You may have to fight them. I'm a firm believer in self-defense. I'm a firm believer in, defending yourself if somebody is trying to physically hurt you. So, just learn a martial art. I'm closing out. Learn a martial art. Learn how to fight, man. Only for self-defense, though. This is only for learn how to defend. Learn some boxing. Learn some kickboxing. Maybe some judo. You want to do some flips. Learn some gravel moves. Go get an instructor. Find an instructor and learn some techniques, man. Learn how to fight. So if somebody do try to hurt you, or they trying to really hurt you, seriously hurt you, you know how to defend yourself, man. Yeah, man. You need to be careful how you treat people, man, because the people you mistreat sometimes the people you need later on. I am a firm believer, yeah, what goes around comes around. You reap what you sow, all that, yes. And you do. So yeah, man. Ain't worth losing sleep. Ain't worth killing yourself over a bully. Ain't no worth killing yourself over a hater. But you need to understand, a lot of these people, they're living messed up lives, or they're just jealous of you. There's something about you they don't like, and they see fit to just come at you, man, and hate on you and bully you and mess with you, because a lot of times their lives, they live in messed up lives, man. 9 times out of 10, these bullies are living messed up lives, and instead of trying to do something to fix it the right way, they just take it out on everybody else, man. A lot of people never wake up until it happens to somebody, that they love. But yeah, man. So yeah, bullying is not cool. Hating on people and mistreating people, messing with people that's less fortunate, picking on people that's less fortunate than you. Ain't cool. You need to really respect people. You need to respect people, because you don't know how people grew up, man. Like I said, the people you mistreat now, they could be doing better than you a long way down the road. A lot of people do that. They take the hate, which is what you're supposed to do when somebody's hating on you. You're supposed to take the hate and feed off of it, and use it as your motivation to be the best you can possibly be, man. That's what you're supposed to. Not suck all the hating, but what I'm saying is feed off of it. Feed off of the hate, and use that hate to motivate you to become probably what they said you couldn't, or just be an even better person for what they use that to push harder. Use it as your fuel to keep moving forward, man. That's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, man, don't lose no sleep over people who don't like you. And really, they don't have to like you. It's not about what people think of you. It's what you think of yourself that counts. If you don't believe, whatever, if they call you something, you don't believe it, then that's not what you are. The minute you come in agreement with what they are saying about you, is the minute you accept it and you say, okay, yeah, this is who I am. But if you don't believe it, and you ignore what they're saying, you know what you feel about yourself. You're confident in yourself. It's all confidence is self-assured, man. You're self-assured in yourself and who you are. Then the haters will begin to no longer matter. You'll stop worrying about being a people pleaser. You'll stop caring about what other people think. You'll stop following the crowd, and you'll just be who you are, and not put on masks to to pretend to be something you're not, to impress people who you don't even who don't like you, or you probably don't even like. So yeah, man. To people like this, keep your head up. People in school, just don't give up, man. And it gets hard in this life sometimes. You're gonna have trials, and tribulations in this life, man. But it's how you deal with it, though. It's how you respond to people. Sometimes people gonna mess with you. It's how you respond, though. Is what's gonna change the situation. What may change the situation is how you respond to the bullying, it's how you respond to the hatred. It's how you respond to the people that do these things that's going to change it, I mean, really, it's up to you. Like I said, what you allow will continue, but it's your choice to respond a different way than you've been responding to get. Let me say this to close. You got to do something different if you want different results. So this is just my real talk. I ain't gonna make this any longer. Don't want it to be a super long video. So that being said, y'all, love y'all. Shout out to all y'all. May y'all have a blessed week, man. Keep your head up. Keep going. Like I said, you gotta do something different to have a different result. So with that being said, I don't want this to be too long. I love y'all. Keep your head up, man. Peace. Remain blessed.